What is up, guys? It's Selka, and today I will update you about the Bitcoin and Ethereum in the smaller time frame. So we're going to see what's coming next. And as I said in my last video, this move was a corrective structure, and as long as this bottom, which is this one, was not broken, we would look for buy setup to come and break this top one more time. So it is what happened, and we saw that up move that came and break the top. So from now, it is crucial to see if it's ranged or if it dumps. All right, and from what I see right now, this move probably means that we're gonna have one other push up. I barely see this as the start of an impulse, so it could actually start a little bit slower and then impulse to give us a bigger corrective structure, so a bigger running flat at this point, so something like this. But to be honest, I think that the move is done already, and that we're not gonna have this other impulse then come back, especially with what it's been doing in the last day. So from that point, I think it is safer to aim for another push and break this top before getting a reversal, because the fact that it is giving a correction after every breakout of the top means that we're losing in momentum again, and that the reversal is coming pretty fast. So again, we should focus on the reversal and break this bottom again. All right, so as of right now, this is not a sell setup. This is not a sell setup, and you should not be trying to sell this piece, at least in the smaller time frame. All right, so if I zoom in, what I see is that this move, as long as it range really above this top, and pretty much compared to the impulse above it, so this will still mean that we're gonna give one more push up, and then I guess the reversal will happen. And that's pretty much because we can have a little push up before getting a reversal, because the top is pretty far. Not that far. I will still be considered this as a running flat if it dumps from right now to come and reach the bottom, but I would not be surprised to have one more push up before getting to break this bottom, so something looking more like this. And again, for the running flat with a bigger corrective structure, so giving a dump like this and then another push, I barely see it because we see some movement in there, some range, and that's rarely the start of an impulse. So the more it range, the more we transform this type of move into a top and not an impulse down. So the more it range, the more it should come and break the top and not give us an impulse down. So because of that, I think that we will see it either come and break the top one more time or start to range a little bit more and break the top again. So both are possible, but yeah, I would not consider this as being the start of an impulse to complete this running flat, or just to start the down move that we're looking for. So you should focus on trying to find another sell setup. So let it break the top and then try to find your sell setup, because we want a pretty impulsive move and a flag, and not a move that looks like this. All right, so again, it's pretty risky to take your sells off this setup, so I would not do that. And to me, why I see this move giving us a correction like this is probably because some are trading this trend line. They're trading the pullback of this trend line. It could mean that they will win in the short term. They could win in the short term and come and break the top again. But I think the seller will manifest pretty soon, and the drop will happen. So I'm still waiting for that drop. And as long as this top is not broken, I should not be worried of a reversal that will come all the way at the top. I still think that we're in the down move, and this move to me looks like an impulse. Even though it is less sharper than this one, it still looks like an impulse, and I still expect this move to come and break the bottom. All right, but what it's been doing in the 1 hour chart is pretty much a 1 hour flag, which is not the best. You rather have a 4-hour flag and not a 1-hour flag, because you have kind of a 4-hour impulse right there. So it's not a small impulse like this one, it's a pretty fat one. And because of that, yeah, I'd rather have a bigger flag. But either way, it remains the same. We're gonna break the top one more time, then we'll get to see this reversal. All right, so that's for Bitcoin. And yeah, so I'm not trading support and resistance, but I'm considering it since I know that people are trading it. So I was expecting some sort of flag, and the reason is why is people are trading this trend line, and that's why this flag doesn't mean anything at the moment. We can still have an impulse and a flag to give us the setup from now, but I'd say that there's more probability to give another top and then to dump. So with that being said, you should wait and see a clear setup, just like I said in my last video, and it's nothing like the setup I told you guys about in my last video. So for that, we're gonna wait for one more push up and then see if there is a reversal, or if it dumps right now and flags, then we're gonna take a look at this as a potential sell opportunity if it does something like this. So that's about it for Bitcoin. And for Ethereum, this one also, this, if I zoom in the smaller time frame, this could be actually, if we broke the bottom, maybe we didn't. Let's see, I think we did not, but this actually could be some sort of a 3-wave correction to come and retest the top also. But this also can be just some sort of a bigger correction that will slowly come down, come up again, and make us a running flat for that impulse down. So this one, and give us another impulse down. If it does something like this, this impulse will be the one that we were looking for, because either it comes and starts the down wave for a bigger correction, or it simply makes us a bigger flat, so something like this. Then we get to see a new top before getting a reversal for a bigger corrective structure, but it is really too early to say. As of right now, we can only forecast moves that has not a lot of chance of happening. It's not super clear. It's more of there's a lot of scenarios, but as long as we have something that will tell us that we're going for a bigger correction, then we'll see it and we'll see what it is about. But as of right now, this could still be some sort of a bigger running flat also. Just like Bitcoin, but the way it is starting, it doesn't remind me of that. So I think as long as this is losing momentum and making higher top and correcting every time, we should be waiting for a bigger correction, as I said in my last video. So yeah, it is pretty too early to say, but Bitcoin is more interesting in terms of knowing what is coming next. I think that this move is flagging really above the bottom of the impulse, so it's a small flag above it, and that means usually mean that we're gonna break the top one more time, and then we'll be waiting for the reversal. So the analysis remains the same. It's just about telling you what I think of this smaller piece, because when you look at it at the 4-hour chart, it looks like a 4-hour flag, but you don't need you need to take care of these pieces, because they sometimes look like they're a flag, but they start to bring an impulse down. So that's why we will be waiting for this to just complete and the structure to just develop a little bit more. And don't get baited by this little up move, because the one we're looking for is that move. All right, I'll make it bigger so you guys really clearly understand that the smaller up move doesn't mean anything, because the biggest move that we're waiting for is that down move, and this one will be where we should make money and not the first one. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace.